All right, welcome back. All right, we've got, so let's see, we've done the, what was it, October, we've done the June, just kind of working our way backwards. So we are now on the May 2021 SANS Internet Storm Center Forensic Contest. So it looks like another PCAP, Windows-based infection traffic. What was up for grabs was a Raspberry Pi. And the whole thing is source was bleh, need more coffee apparently. Source of the infection is a malicious email. Um, Something made it through. We need to figure out what. Okay, so they basically lay out the environment 172.17.40/24. Nutmeg-station.com is the domain. Domain controller is 4.4. Segment gateway is 4.1, and of course the good old broadcast address is 4.255. Good old broadcast is whatever dot whatever dot whatever dot 255, but hey, I digress. And so basically we need to pull this out. All right. So as per the normal, I have Network Miner loaded up with the capture. And of course, this is a little bit small. So let's see, can I make this a little bit better situated? Okay, that looks better. All right, and we'll transition that in. Bing, bang, boom. All right, so we're looking at all the traffic. Oh, just taking a look at it, the first thing that caught my mind, I thought that was fart mail. I'm like, dude, I got to get myself a fartmail.org email address. Oh, just to be a edgelord, I guess. Oh, here we go. Here's two things that look odd. Kilo Zulu Echo Victor.info, and I'm not even going to sit there and make an attempt to pronounce it, .biz. These looks like something I might want to come back to. I guess, what's the incoming sessions look like? Huh, and there's no outgoing, so these are all coming in from, okay, well, I think we found our infected workstation, but that might be a little bit premature. So 172.17.4.206, it's within the range that we've been given. And it looks to be the same with this. So let's get down to, okay, so there's .4, there's .1, so there's the domain controller, there's our box. And it looks like alfonso.paternoster. And then we get 255. So there's only one box here. So, okay, I think we know which one's going to be infected. I mean, we've got one to pick from. But okay, let's go ahead and take a look at files then. Anything that will have to do with 172.17.4.206. And let's see, so we're going through here. Oh, that looks interesting. From a 185, 183.99, 115. A 44313. Is that a comma or is that a dot? 6048108796.dat.exe. Whereas everything else looks kind of normal. A bunch of Microsoft certs, everything else like that. And this is, yes, this is done. Yep, okay. So let's grab that hash and we will dump it into, what are we going to dump it into? Virus total. again, I need to remember that we need to take network miner out. Okay, so this is going through here. Let's see. So what are we looking at here? We got Qakbot detections from ClamAV. CrowdStrike. Gotta love it that, okay, the machine learning stuff's kicking off for that, but I'm looking for Avera, depending as to how you feel about it. Qakbot, Trojan Banker. This is as of 8 minutes ago as I'm doing this, so this is pretty, so it looks like Qakbot is going to be the biggest portion that I'm seeing some sort of portion for. So let's go ahead and dump it into Analyze. And what do we have? Qakbot or Qakbot. Okay, so I guess that's a big enough indicator. How about sandboxing results? So it registers itself and then it creates a scheduled task. And that's what the icon looks like, all right. And it looks like it's mostly the same here. So there's Windows 7 32-bit. We get the running, but we don't see the aspect for scheduled task. And there's the same thing where we get just off those two portions. So we don't see the scheduled task aspect. And these were all made with Windows 7 32-bit. Okay, so we might not get exactly what we want from here. Oh, we got a different name on this one, bad.exe, but let's see as to what goes through there if we see the kicking off of scheduled tasks just for 2 points. Doesn't look like it. Bad.exe is not a valid Win32 application. I wonder if they... Oh no, they couldn't have screwed with it because the hash is the same. So something is broken. Oh well. Okay, so let's see. Our whole thing here is that we are to... So IP address the infected computer, host name, user account, date and time the infection began, and the family of malware involved. So, okay, name of the family would be Qbot or Qakbot, depending. The infections, let's go ahead and switch back over to network miner being visible. When did this get pulled down? Because we can assume that that's effectively the point of infection. So, May 4th, 2021 at 22:16 UTC is going to be our guess. And of course, it's the 172.17.4.206 or desktop-v0feh1l with that one particular user that I had said before. Okay, I am rather interested though. I mean, if we keep going. Shortly thereafter, okay, we see that kzev from 224, 197, 77, 148. But let's take a look at the 185. So let me get network miner down, and this is Alien Vault OTX. So it's a Romanian IP. 10 related tags. How many tags? Apparently this is a fairly well-known host. And we've got down here on May 5th, trying to pull down that DAT file. But don't mention a Qakbot. If we bring up the related pulses, we get the IP address, everything else like that. So Qakbot C2 and Maldocs, May 2021. And we check URL hosts for the 185. We do get the same exact portion there, which confirms. Oh, let's see. And I think I checked. Yeah. Okay, let's check. Was it 24, 179, 77, 148 for issues centered around there. Russia, offline, bkef.mobile, or Mobi for the cert. Bachbot, Tesla. Apparently this has just got plenty of dirtiness. Does it mention? Yeah, Qbot, Qakbot, everything else like that. Okay. Let's take a look at IBM X-Force for the same IP address. Apparently that's a Spectrum or a Charter address. All dynamic IPs, so they got nothing. Okay, and then the other one that was there, that would be centered around the weird looking .biz. So let's see, we still got a lot of those kzev.infos. And basically what I'm just doing is I'm just scrolling down on the file sections inside of Network Miner. I know I don't have it pulled up. Oh yeah, also apologies for the screw up on the bottom ticker for the last two uh, Internet Storm Center videos, as I basically just copied the stuff from a different scene. I did not realize that it was still saying or I basically copied the scene I'm using for the discussion on InfoSec tools. Not that that probably makes a huge difference to anybody, but I was aware of it, or was made aware of it, and corrected that. So for this one, you'll notice that basically it starts. This is a walkthrough of the SANS Internet Storm Center contest/challenge. Okay, then shortly after that, we have access to that biz, and that's 45, 32, 211, 207. And so if we go ahead and pull that sucker up, that is verdict malicious, apparently in Atlanta. Qakbot. All right, so it is listed. So I think we got enough evidence, hopefully, through there. How about X-Force? Anything? Maybe? Botnet Command and Control back in February 5th, 2021. It looks like they knocked that off in April, moving forward. But apparently it was. Yeah, so Feb, March, April, and then she's gone. Let's see. I'm going to open up in a different window, a couple of different Mandiant Advantage. So let's see. Of course, it's going to time out because, screw you, that's why. So basically ran this through, I believe both the 24 and the 45 IP addresses came back as with scores of 100. But command and control server, botnet, I think was pretty much all the stuff there. They did not spell out Qakbot or Qbot. but I think that we've got at least enough intelligence through all this stuff to pretty much say we can answer these questions. So as an established time frame. So the 172.17.4.206 or desktop-v0 FEH1L with the user alfonso.paternoster infected with Quack or Qbot, depending as to which way you want to go about it. May 4th, 2021 at 22:16 UTC. As I'm digging through this stuff, and then we have the comms back to the 24.179.77.148 address. That starts up same day at 22:23 UTC. So that is 7 minutes later. And well, actually, I think I've got, nope, okay. I gotta go back to, I think I might have, yeah, because I'm looking at the files. When did this start? 2322 to that .biz or the 45.32.211.207. And then the first one that we had for, okay, so there's the exe, we come down, the first one, Kilo Zulu Echo Victor.info.sir. That says 22:23:20 UTC. Okay, so apparently the first comms then went to the .biz address, if I'm looking at this right. 6 minutes afterwards, and then it flipped over to the 24.179.77.148, and that was a minute after. Is there anything else then that basically stands out from there? Yeah, plenty of the SIR stuff. IPFI.org. So basically grabbing the public IP address. When did that occur? Oh, I guess what I should do is, since I've moved over, show everybody what the hell I'm looking at. It's 23:33, so that's like 10 minutes after all this stuff was going on. So must have gone through, pulled whatever info it needed on the system, and then tried to grab the public IP address. Okay, so I think I screwed up on my note taking here. I've got the order of operation wrong. But there, okay, so that's done. All right. So we got all that. I've laid that out. Now I guess the aspect is to, okay, let's try to check our actual answers. So we knock this out. Okay, I think I've got the right section. Yes, okay. So let's see here. Who do we have? Pratik apparently gave the correct answer and got the Raspberry Pi 4 kit. Okay, so we go move into the answers. The 172.16.4.206. Okay, yeah. And they are stating, okay, let's go back and check. At 22:16. 22:16. Oh, they've got it down to the second, 52, which I think I just kind of cut mine short. Qakbot. Okay. Let's see. Then they give us the same thing except utilizing Wireshark, the EXE or DLL from the 185, 183, 99, 115. stuff kicks off, and apparently they've got outstanding debt ended in. So it looks like macro-enabled Excel files with a triage link. Yeah, on the 4th, in order to basically have all that stuff make the communication. So, all right. Let's see, connectivity check to openssl.org. I think I just kind of looked past that. Okay, they do mention the IPFI connectivity check. It looks like some point after the infection, they sit there and make communications out to Gmail. It looks like at some point there was a communication to 54, 36, 108, 112 on port 65, 400. Okay, SMTP, oh my god, not zero.com. They even still around? Oh, so as per the normal, I will go through and, oh yeah, there was communication out to that as I'm looking at Network Miner. Same day at 23:33. So that's the same point before we started noticing the check for the API.ipfi.org. Okay, well, so as the normal, I will gather the info that's all put together here, include a link in the near the end of the video description. So then, much like how everything's been put together, the link to the first page for this stuff in terms of how everything's laid out will be at the top, and then at the very bottom will be a link to the explanation, the answers, and the explanation as to how those answers are derived utilizing Wireshark. I think all I've got left here is in April. Item to run through. And then we'll be going back to other things. Even as it is, though, this is going to be kind of interesting. But so there's all that stuff together. Again, Network Miner, wonderful tool. Although I do sometimes wonder as to whether or not if I'm overusing it in terms of actually just digging through everything with Wireshark, or supposed to be digging through everything with Wireshark. But I find the answers to the questions and not necessarily take as deep of a dive as I want to go, but be enough to answer the questions and enough that we could sit there and triage and look for anything else that would exhibit similar functions in an environment. But I guess the only thing I really have to worry in this particular case is if I extract the file and manage to actually infect my workstation. But there's that then. So that's everything all wrapped up, and with that out of the way, I will see everyone in the next video.